Hey everyone, it's Arlen of Awaken Sponda, and I'm coming on today really just to connect with you guys. It has been like probably a month or a couple weeks since I have really posted anything like connection wise or made a video or anything. So I just kind of wanted to tune you into where I am and also why I was triggered to do this video because I really wasn't planning on it, but here we are. So anyway, yeah, so currently I've really been more in my present space and really just connecting with the the people in my life presently, and and I also just got back from a ceremony in Colorado where I got to connect with some soul tribes, some family from all over the country, and we did a sweat lodge together this past weekend, and it was amazing, and really just allowed me to receive, and for me to just kind of tune into me and deeper aspects of myself, and really for me what stuck out was my soul expression, my honest expression of myself, especially as a feminine, and being free with that, and just letting go, really, not trying to hold tight control or to be too much of a giver, because that is the masculine energy, and so keeping and holding my balance. But really also just connecting in with like minds, and hopes to uplift all of us, individually and collectively, as we've been going through such a wild time the past year, and now it's almost 1 year since the beginning of the whole kickoff of COVID and mask and fucking there's just this everything, all the just wildness, the politics, the mainstream. I mean, just the whole unveiling that's happened, and I know I've been I've been not really connected in on like YouTube and all these different resources, but I'm aware that like a lot of people, especially people that I know, and people that I follow and people that I care about, um, have been silenced, or they're being silenced, or they're having a hard time being able to express themselves um, on social platforms, like technology platforms. Why? Because there's just a huge censorship happening. There's a controlling of, I guess, the monopoly, wanting to not let us express our voices and to speak what we know. And what we know is so much deeper than anything the senses could ever offer us. It is our intuition, it's our instinct, it is our soul. And when something's off, we need to say it. And for me, it's the same. And I've always been like that. And I've experienced for myself a lot, because it's funny how spirit led me to get on YouTube. It was I think 2000, early 2019, about 2 years ago, and to start speaking. And as we went into 2020, I started getting more attacks on my character, on who I am, just meanness. I've lost a lot of friends. Not that I think they were really my friends, because it's very clear. If they were my friend, then as much as I've accepted and loved people for all these years, I mean, my whole life, you could have called me a conspiracy theorist. I've had some radical experiences in my life. And not only that, it's just, I've studied a lot and I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about myself, and through just perception. I have the ability to not be stuck in the mainstream, and for good reason. And there's a lot of us like this out here. And so with that said, I've always been the same person. You just haven't heard me speak a lot about a lot of this stuff until, I guess, 2019 is really when I came out on a social platform, and I started speaking things a lot more clearly and a lot more to the point, and a lot more openly. And of course, 2020 was the year of police, where everybody wanted to come out and start telling people how they could think, be, do, all that. It's like it's overwhelming. All the hypnotism that's been going on for years through the media, through music, through all these things, these outlets that I've known for so long. I'm like, I've known these things are off for so long, especially because I've my life experience doing music, right? Being involved, like actually working with youth and people in like bad situations, actually going through a life experience that nobody gets to take from me. Um, Nobody gets to take anybody's life experience, by the way. That is theirs, and you don't get to decide what other people can think, feel, and acknowledge in life, or what other people have an awareness of, because you might not have the awareness. See, so you don't get to take that from anybody. Anyway, back to where I was. I don't know where I was. Uh, but yeah, so a lot of people, I don't know where I went, but anyway, a lot of people being deplatformed, a lot of people being silenced for what they feel. I've been through this myself. Well, I guess the whole reason why I wanted to speak about this or get to the point here, was I got triggered today because on my Facebook page, I noticed that I had somebody that I don't even know. I have no idea who they are. Never worked with them. On my business page, decided to put a bad recommendation or doesn't recommend because something to do with QAnon. So, I don't even remember what they wrote, but it's like QAnoners, blah 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 blah. First of all, never once have I ever said I was a QAnon person. Have I posted QAnon stuff? Have I done that? Do I know QAnon people? Yes. Do I know people who are really like all up in it? Yes, I do. Some of them I think are some of the most lovely, beautiful people I know. And then I know some that suck, just like anything else. What I've consistently done is speak about consciousness, about raising consciousness, about making the unconscious conscious. Because see, what I do is a part of being an adept, okay, and doing my own work on myself, and what I just share from my experience purely. So it's just funny to me. Somebody just wrote that totally to be divisive, totally to I don't know, be mean or whatever ugliness was in them and misery was in them. They wanted to come bring it on my page and accuse me of being a QAnon person, which I find hilarious. I mean, it really is funny, guys. It's really funny. It sucks. I can't believe it. It's like, this is wild, but this is the times we're living in. This is the reality. This is what's happening to people. Is that what's happening is you're having you're at a point of decision. Like, are you going to choose to expand and grow? Are you going to choose to see a different perception, to begin to accept that other human beings and their experiences and their feelings and their opinions and whatever, it's all part of you. We're all part of the same thing. Anything separate is only just a division of light. Okay? And so there is always this in nature. There's always a duality. There's the yin, the yang, the feminine, masculine, right? They're opposing factors. However, there can be unification within. So, but what you have to do is accept other people. There's no such thing as unity, and it just cracks me up that in this 3D reality and people can talk all the words all day long, and this is what I've always said for so long. I just, it's funny, nobody pays attention to what I say, or they're just not processing it because, well, they're not in the right frequency yet. But I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep being consistently myself. And you can attack me however you want, but I'm going to keep going forward, and I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to keep doing me, because doing me is going to be help doing you. If that makes sense. But by me taking responsibility for myself and my own dualistic nature and mastering my polarities, doing the work, the internal, the shadow work, all the work, people talk about it all the time, but are you doing it all the time? Not everything's roses all day long. It just cracks me up. I've been observing so much in the past year now, but recently even, and it's just I see so much, and I haven't been ready to really talk about it, but this is just going to be a little piece right now because I was triggered to do this because of what that person wrote on my business page. It's like people are just out to destroy each other. And the funny thing is, it doesn't even make sense. It's total bullshit because I don't ever, it's not even reality. If somebody actually paid attention to what I put up, I'm just speaking about consciousness, purely science, purely energy, purely. I just help people get well. I help people actually unify. I don't talk about it. I do it. I am it. I am it. And it's funny to me that so many people can be so cruel and divisive and accepting of it. Even family, friends, family, all of it. I've have lost. Lots of people have just, they don't. It's amazing. You always want to be accepted, but you can't accept anybody else. It's kind of sick. But anyway, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I just wanted to post this little bit on where I am, but I encourage you guys, like I said, like before, I'm still currently like just enjoying my reality, where I'm at and what's around me, and I really encourage other people to be doing the same right now, to not be so concerned with everybody else on the outside or wrapped up in some kind of media hype or some bullshit. The only way to change the current state of the world is to truly go within, to do your work. And how you do your work is by going within and being present in your relationships, because your relationships are going to actually teach you more about yourself than anything. So be present. Go get back to your family, get back to your loved ones. Find a loved one, like love the people around you and learn from the people around you. You know, this social media shit is just going to be such a mind twist, and really just affects psychology of the world, the state of the world, so much more than we even want to give acknowledgement to. But yeah, I don't know. Be aware of yourself and what's going on in you, and how your thoughts are creating the reality around you, because all we truly are is a conduit of energy. This body is just a conduit of my soul expression, and that's it. So what is my soul expressing? What are my thoughts expressing? How am I showing up? That will determine what shows up out here, you know? And then we just got to process that. I don't know. I speak from my experience. That's it. I love you guys, and I wish you the best. As within, so without, as above, so below. Love is truly all that is. So be it. Okay. Peace.